Recycle of Ghana seeks to empower young Ghanaians to tackle the country's waste challenge through innovative youth, entrepreneurial and educational programs. In a nutshell, we basically co-create local solutions to the waste challenge Ghana is facing through youth empowerment programs. Well, basically, this goes all the way back to the year 2014, where we as young people, I was still in the university, the 𝗂𝗓𝗔𝗓𝗎 University of Science and Technology. Together with some of my colleagues, we were volunteers of the German NGO Technology Without Borders. And through that organization, we were doing a lot of different projects in communities. And basically, whatever we were doing was actually we as young people using our skills and knowledge and time to basically do projects that benefit society. And through other sort of projects that we did, we basically were looking at what can we do to contribute to society. And waste in itself is a big challenge in Ghana, so that's how we actually decided to settle on waste issues. And with that, we actually collaborated and then came up with the concept for Recycle of Ghana. And basically at that time, there was an opportunity to apply for a funding in the US because our two co-founders, Manuel and Tobin, at that time were at UC Berkeley. And then we put together the concept to organize a summer camp for high school students, a 2-week summer camp for high school students, and that concept won the Davis Peace challenge, and then we had $10,000 to actually implement the first project in Ghana. And then funny enough, it was actually supposed to be a one-time project. So we did everything. We implemented the first summer camp in August 2014 in Kumasi, bringing together 30 young change makers to become Recycle Up ambassadors. And at the end of the summer camp, they asked us, when is next year's summer camp? And yeah, lo and behold, that was the beginning of the organization Recycle of Ghana. And of course, since then we had to go back to the drawing board and then further work on how do we then now build a sustainable organization, and that has been the journey over the years as well. The whole process itself was a collaborative process of we tapping into our existing experiences with Technology Without Borders, we being young people in Ghana, we working with the youth to actually implement several different projects, the whole process itself. And even what happens actually at the summer camp is we don't come up with ideas, you know, as I said in the beginning, we co-create local solutions with young people to solve the challenges. So we basically facilitate and create the space for these young innovators, young change makers to actually then come up with their own ideas, what they feel they can do, what they are competent about doing, but we provide a safe space, support, network, resources, community, and environment to actually help them to be able to tackle the challenges that society is facing. And so that's how we do it. Through the work that we do, so basically letting people know the work that we do. It was, you know, boots on the ground. We, you know, knocked on every door in society as part of our program. So basically our program itself is based on 3 models. We have knowledge, experience, and solutions. And so basically in the knowledge phase, we had, you know, people from the municipality come to talk to the student. We have people from the university, expert, and all of these things actually by we reaching out to them, letting them know what we are doing, and through that, that's already, you know, getting public buy-in and also raising awareness. And then the second phase, which is experience, it's all about experiential learning. We go outside, we talk to people, the students, you know, we basically go to the landfill site, community engagement, everything actually about it's actually being out there, talking to people. We did cleanup exercises, you name it, and all of that is actually being out there, engaging with people in the community and letting them get to know what we are all about. And then the last phase is actually the solutions phase, and that is actually bringing the knowledge and the experiences together and bringing it together to actually create solutions. And at the end of the solutions program, we have what we call the grand finale, or if you're talking about our incubator program, which is called the demo day, which is basically bringing the general public into one place and then letting our, whether it's incubatees or our ambassadors through the summer camps, and they will then present the ideas to the general public, to society, to then also see what they've been doing as well. And that also really helps bring community buy-in and also helps bring publicity. And over the years, our work has spoken for itself. We have a very vibrant, Facebook community. We have a group on WhatsApp, all the social media, we are there also. And we take also advantage of we being young people and being tech savvy to actually publish what we do and raise and bring awareness to what we do as well. It all comes down to what I've already talked about. We use human-centered design thinking approach. Whatever it is we are doing, it's actually designed with the people at hand, with whoever we are working with at hand, whether it's our nationwide risk education campaign, whether it's our incubator program or summer camp or summer school, whatever you name it. We put the people at the heart of everything that we do, and that is through constant engagement with them and taking their feedback and everything that they share with us, and whatever ideas for improvement, we take that and then we add it into the program, and that is how it has evolved over the years. So basically that is how we actually make sure that what we do actually fits the needs of the users. It's through constant dialogue. It's an iterative process. You do something, you go, you get feedback, you come again, you implement the feedback, go again, keep on trying, keep on building, keep on improving. But that's basically what we do. So it's not a linear process, it's a circular process, and that's how we get a community buy-in and everybody involved. Of course, you need a good idea. Your idea has to be fantastic. And also you need to be able to communicate your idea to people. You might have a very good idea, but if you're not able to really, communicate it, especially when it comes to applying for a grant or for a competition or anything, that's very, very important. So yes, of course, fundraising comes in different formats. We started, with, grant application, but also because we also already had prior experience in working with a non-profit, and so we had also a backing also of an organization that was already helping us fundraise. So one is definitely networking, volunteer, work with a small non-profit or if it's a startup, to actually learn how to fundraise, learn how to write proposals, learn how to write grants. So that's very, very important. And of course, then the Sustainable Development Goals makes it now very easy for young people to raise funds. So also kind of like, learn about the linkages between your idea and the SDGs and be able to actually connect the two. And then it allows you to be able to actually, find a lot of funding as well. Because right now, every philanthropic funder and even, impact investors want to fund project initiatives that is actually contributing to the attainment of the Sustainable Development Goals. So if your idea falls within that category, that actually opens you up to a lot of opportunities. So, and then learn how to actually put your idea on paper in a way that you can actually show how you are contributing in your small way to actually help tackle the challenge of achieving the SDGs. So that's very, very important aspect as well. So grants writing, competitions, it's a great way. We've won funding from several different competitions. As I said, we started with the Davis Peace Foundation where we got 10K. We also won the Google Impact Challenge German edition, also where we got $10,000 as well. We got funding from the German embassy in Accra. Several different competitions, AfriLabs capacity building award, different, but you just have to be constantly out there. You have to continue, learning, practicing, and basically be a master of what you do. And if you're able to really craft your message well, that really allows you to be able to get access to funding. And then also, besides funding and awards, you can also, build a sustainable business model. Whether it's, you have a product or a service. If your product and service is really appealing, you can also, do crowdfunding campaigns as well. If you have a product, you can do it on Kickstarter, Indiegogo, GoFundMe. There are different platforms as well. And if you build a successful, good PR campaign, that allows you also to be able to also raise also good funding. We've raised funds on the global giving platform. We've done some fundraising also on GoFundMe and other crowdfunding platforms as well. And these also really help also to raise funds as well. So, and we've used that as well. And of course, also sometimes also it's not always necessarily that you get funding in terms of physical cash, but also sometimes also in-kind support also is also really great as well. So partnerships, especially within your community, that maybe a partner can support you with logistics, such as maybe water or even a space where you can run your program for free. That also reduces also your cost as well. So these are also things that you can also look into in terms of raising funds as well. And most of these actually work, especially when it's for non-profit organizations. But if it's for-profit organizations, then of course, family and friends is the first way to start, and then you look at also whether you have some angel investors on board, and then once you are able to build a solid proof of concept, then that can help you to kind of like raise further capital down the line from other venture capital firms or individual investors as well. But for us, since we are a non-profit organization or more of a social enterprise, most of our fundraising activities have to do with working with foundations and multilateral organizations to actually fund the program that we run so that we can support our beneficiaries. Yeah. So now we are getting into our 7th year of operation. And as I said, we started, it was basically with an idea. It was supposed to be a one-time project. I was still in school doing my bachelor's. We were still running Recycle Lab Ghana throughout my entire master's program, even though I was living in Germany, because we have a team also on the ground, and also most of our team members were also in their late studies as well, and now some have graduated and are running the organization. But yeah, it's all about, determination and motivation. When you believe in what you're doing, and when you have a strong why, when you believe in what you do and know that what you do actually helps make an impact, that really helps you to actually, go further down the line. And of course, over the year, you have to be flexible. You have to also be flexible to evolve. We have evolved the program that we've been running over the years, from a single summer camp to now running multiple projects along the line. We listened to the feedback, we integrated them in. But most importantly, it's about actually building a fantastic culture and having a fantastic team, because nobody can do it alone. So once you have a really good team, and I'm happy, and we are actually blessed to have a fantastic team around us, and that has really helped us scale over the years, because you know that an organization is successful when it can run independently of you, the founder. Then you know that actually you really have building sustainable structures in place. So capacity building of staff, getting the right people on board, and yeah, basically it's all about investing in human resource. When you have a fantastic team around and you have the people really being capable of running the team, and knowing that whatever you are doing actually helps make an impact down the line, that's all you need to actually scale up. The rest will come, because when you do what you do very well, it speaks for itself, and then that will attract more resources and investors and people who will then want to support what you are doing. I would say that the first 3 years when we started Recycle Lab Ghana, we didn't get any award. It was just, doing what we were doing. Over the last years, most of the recognition and awards we are getting for our organization, it's actually because of what we did in the past, not because of what we are doing right now. And so, my advice also to young people also that want to start is be patient. In the beginning, if you are looking for instant gratification, it's not going to work because you're not going to get it in the beginning. You just have to do what you do and believe that what you're doing is going to make an impact down the line. And then once you gain enough traction, that is going to propel you later, and then you will actually reap the fruits of your labor. But you have to put in the work. Most young people nowadays don't want to put in the work. They just, worry about the glories and whatever. No, don't do it because of the award. Don't do it because of whatever. Just do it because you believe that you're going to make an impact. And when you do it and then the impact actually comes, then later it will actually attract everything, and that will help you actually scale. So that would be my tip for scaling and how we can make an impact. How do we change the whole system? Yeah, well, for us, we are also looking at systemic changes because we want to see a world free of waste, and we will start with Ghana. So, and that's why we are starting actually from the grassroots. With educating the people, and then from education, then we are also kind of like empowering them through helping them to start businesses. And by doing that, we are actually, building a generation where, first of all, they would be empowered themselves. They would know about how it is to actually be environmentally conscious. But also, when they are economically empowered, then that means that they are able to stand up for themselves, and they are able also to make changes in society. And especially when you use social entrepreneurship or business in general, that helps also really make an impact in society, because when people are hungry and you tell them about environmental issues or even changes in society in general, they don't listen. So we are kind of like really looking at it also not only from the social aspect but also from the economic aspects or point of view, and that will really help us to also take our vision to the further. And of course, you also have to also work from the top-down approach. Also, that means working with all the stakeholders, the politicians, policymakers, people that also have a voice, and then letting them actually see what we have done at the grassroots level, and then that would then bring everything together in the middle, and that helps also really help change systems as well. So that's also how we do what we do in terms of systemic change. Just invest in yourself. Yeah, what do I mean by investing in yourself? Whatever it is that you want to do, make sure that you know as much as you are the expert in your area. Know what you want to do. Invest in yourself. That means that learn, read books, build your capacity, because especially at the early stage, when you're looking to fundraise, when you're looking for people to support you, they will support your initiative because of you, because of who you are, what you are bringing on board, not because you have the best idea in the world, but it's because whether they believe that you are the right person to be able to actually implement those ideas. And when they see that you lack or you don't look competent enough to be able to run it, nobody would give you the support. So whatever it is that you're doing, just invest in yourself, and when you know exactly what you're talking about, and when you know your stuff, it gives you confidence. It gives you confidence to be able to stand in front of people and actually present to them and tell them whatever you believe, because you yourself believe in it. So, but when you don't believe in what you are selling, that means that you cannot be able to convince other people to also buy into what you are also selling as well. So that would be my advice and message to you all, that just invest in yourself, and that will actually help translate in you building confidence and you actually being a master of your area, and that will then definitely make you more attractive, and it will help you go further with your idea.